I'm doing a combination cold, warm weather trip for the holidays this year. And before I go, I wanted to show you my strategy for packing for cold weather travel while still keeping my gear small enough to fit in a carry-on bag. I was planning on going with a smaller bag, but I couldn't find one I liked I haven't reviewed. So I decided to go with this Timbuk2 Wingman. It's a large duffel style bag with a separate shoe compartment to keep your wet shoes away from the rest of your gear. I don't have any thoughts on this setup yet, but I'm planning on doing a trip review when I get back to let you know how it went. If you're only going somewhere cold, it makes sense to just bring a heavy jacket because you're going to be wearing it all the time anyway. But on this trip, I'm going to be going to Hawaii after I visit Michigan, so I don't want to carry a heavy jacket around on the entire second half of my trip. I want to stick with clothes that are going to be lightweight, modular. I want to be able to mix and match them to match the temperature, but not take up too much room in my pack. I'll start by going over all the basic layering options. You have a base layer that goes against your skin, a mid layer to keep the heat in, and then a shell that's going to offer rain and wind protection. My standard base layer is a Patagonia capelline. It's warm, lightweight, comes in several thicknesses. I believe this is the midweight thickness. For the mid layer, you can go with either a fleece or a puffy jacket. Fleeces are better for cool temps and puffies are better for colder weather. Ounce for ounce, down is going to be warmer, but synthetic packs down smaller and is usually easier to care for. And then for the shell, you can choose between either a wind or a rain jacket, again, depending on the weather. If it's going to be freezing cold and raining, you want a rain jacket so you don't get hypothermia. Windbreakers are better for cooler temps. If you're going somewhere cold, you want the thicker base layer, you want the puffy jacket, and then the rain jacket. You can also combine this with something like a long sleeve button-up shirt. This is Merino wool, so it's gonna look nice while also being warm. Mixing and matching is great because every day is not gonna be the same temperature. You might be inside more one day and outside more another. You can switch out your base layer, even with a thin t-shirt. You can switch mid layers. It's really a completely modular system, and it's gonna take up a lot less room in your pack than a heavy jacket. And just for a comparison, this heavy winter jacket that I was wearing earlier weighs about 2.3 pounds or about 1 kilogram. With this big pile of clothes I have here, this shirt, base layer, puffy jacket, and rain jacket are all the exact same 2.3 pounds, but these are modular and are going to be much warmer when worn together. And as long as you're keeping your top warm, you can usually get away with just 2 bottom layers. A lightweight base layer and a midweight synthetic pant work great. If it's really cold or rainy, you can also add a shell to this. And then of course, to keep warm, you're going to want to add hat and gloves, and wool socks are a must. And then for this trip, I'm going to be trail running in the snow, skiing, snorkeling, and swimming. And I decided to go with just 2 lightweight shoes. I just picked these up. These are the Solomon Speedcross Gore-Tex running shoes for the winter, and then the Zero sandals for the beach. So wish me luck. I'll let you know how that works out when I get back. That's all I have for the winter layering. I'd love to hear recommendations on what you use for winter travel. Hit me up in the comments if you have any suggestions below. And again, thanks for watching.